Hello, my historical fashion friends, and welcome to an episode of Hoarders. So it has come to my realization that my sewing room is not working out. It is way too filled with stuff. I've accumulated too many future project materials. And if you have been watching for a while, you'll remember my old apartment. The room that I was working in was much bigger, and it also had two closets, and I also had a storage unit there. I don't have a storage unit here, and I basically now avoid going in this room because, yeah, it's just kind of horrible to be in. So I also want to change this wall color because it makes it really dark in here, and this is a really small room. So I kind of want to do something a little more historical. Originally, I was using this also for my acting self-tapes, but I'm probably going to have less of those because I just joined SAG. So I want to do something that is a little more YouTube friendly, and I want to kind of make this room more someplace I enjoy being in as opposed to a place that I hide from. Let's get to work on this room. I'm also checking out my old roommate storage unit because they had a bunch of furniture and they want to get rid of it. So I'm going to look and see if there's anything I can use for this room in there. And yeah, let's tackle the mess. Okay, so basically I'm going to take a video now of how my room is. This is the closet. A mess. That bookshelf, probably going to go and put back the second row for hanging clothes. Hopefully clean up this mess. And we're going to put 3 more of these in the middle and have them as cubbies. And then, yeah, hopefully a place to store all of this stuff. And this might go away because I'm probably gonna put these into there. And hopefully also clean up my desk and not have this situation. I would like to resolve that. Clearly just too much stuff. Yeah. The inspectors are here. The contractors. Here they are. Here's one. Sir, what do you think? Yes, it's a big mess. Yes, it is. How do you feel about this room? Should we clean it up? So one thing I definitely want to do is kind of make my desk space somewhere that is more of a editing computer station, and try to figure out what to do about the whole sewing machine situation. There's my sewing machine and my serger and my weaving loom. And I'm thinking I want to actually take this and move it to this side and kind of have like an armoire. And I got this, it's hard to see it now, but it's like a wood patterned contact paper. And I want to use that to paper over these and then also add some kind of little handles, like old-fashioned style handles. And then I will scoot all of the bench part over to the side. And then I was thinking of putting maybe like along this wall some cubbies. And then I wanted to do a kind of like mauve mushroom colored faux plaster like I have in this room. Let me show you. Yeah, so if you see, this room has a really cool faux plaster wall. I actually wish that I had like maybe done the whole room like this, but I really, really love this wall. I love the look of kind of like half-dried plaster. So yeah, I want to take that idea and do it in this room, and then, you know, make the cabinets look like they're wood and then use the contact paper to make everything match. And maybe have a little folding out desk to do my sewing on. And I think that would help a lot. And then, yeah, I might end up just like, these are boxes that are like piled on the floor because it's really hard to open it because these are like half done projects, which I need to finish everything. These are 2 hats from last year's costume college, which I didn't finish. And it's just really, really difficult to do any work in here. These are like piles of scraps. So if you've been watching, I'm doing a scrap busting series. And yeah, I just need to kind of get rid of a lot of what's in here. Piles of stuff in here. And then just like my regular clothes, which are all messed up. And there's just not a lot of room, so we have to rethink. I also have this, which is all of my, well, most of my costume pieces, which are kind of organized by era, but some things are now not fitting, so they're in the wrong place because there's too many of them. And I need to rethink this also, so it might actually be better to take some of my fabrics from in there that are coming up for projects and put these by project and then actually move the costume pieces into there like a wardrobe. So yeah, I'm going to think about that. Okay, so I discovered that I kind of forgot to explain a point in the middle where I decided to stop doing my first idea because my husband very sensibly said, why don't we, instead of buying a storage unit, see if we can make your room really functional so everything is in there? So we had the idea to add in 3 more of these Besta storage units, and conveniently they have this function on their site. This is not sponsored, I just think it's really good that you can kind of put in the measurements of your room and then see what's going to fit in there. So we discovered that we could put in more shelves and then actually have everything I need on display, and so we ended up purchasing these, and then he is going to put them together very soon in this video. Okay, so we have cleared out a lot of stuff, at least the floor, because my husband needs to be able to like build the cabinets in here, so I guess I'll probably move out these 3 things, and the chair, and Milady, and this is the part where I get really confused because I don't know what to do after a certain point when I'm sorting. Let me know in the comments if you become very overwhelmed when sorting out all of your stuff and you make too much of a mess and then you don't know what to do with it after. Okay, I'm like halfway done cleaning. Let me show you. Okay, so my room is feeling a lot more empty. Whenever my room looks like this, I actually start to get this really weird feeling like I'm like moving out, and it like gives me anxiety. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but I think it's because I moved like 8 times by the time I was 8 years old, and I really hated moving, and yeah, I just get this like weirded out feeling when my room is too empty. But I think like having everything organized but I can see it will make me feel like it's not empty, but also I can use the space. So fingers crossed for that. Yeah. Yeah, actually I would love to know in the comments if anybody else like feels weird when a space is too empty or clean. Let me know. Also, I super hate getting rid of anything that I think could be like used. I think it's because, you know, when I was growing up, my dad like was always like, oh, we could use that because he grew up, you know, with not a lot. And then I'll see like this and be like, I could use that to stuff a bum roll. So we have decided that because these drawers are like really hard to open on the bottom and they scrape the ground, we are going to actually put these on a frame. I've seen a lot of other people do this, and it should actually bring it closer to the ceiling so it looks a little more built in. But it should enable me to be able to actually open the doors, which will be really good. I was testing colors and I really can't decide, but I think I kind of want something between that and that. Because this blue kind of makes me look orange, but I couldn't really find anything that I super liked. This was like the closest, but I think it looks a little too green. Might make it like a little warmer or a little more golden or something. I'll look at the store. Yeah, so yeah, we have a lot more work to do.
I'm not allowed on your neck mode.
Can I just show your hands? Something over your face.
Okay.
He's doing it. Okay, so this is looking pretty sweet. Yeah. This took so long because it like just didn't fit, and then we had to like shave off the top of that. But now I'm going to paint it. Yeah. Okay, so I am setting up my shelves and I am measuring a lot of my bigger items that never really had anywhere good to go before. I know that looks precarious, but it'll be fine. And then just kind of spacing out all the other shelves around it. And I think it looks really good. I'm super happy with it, and I hope I can keep it looking nice. Also, I want to feature one of my favorite books, Cats in Medieval Manuscripts. It's my little Ned Stark. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna try to put a bunch of my fabrics on like this and kind of have like a little shop, and then I'll do it inside of these as well. I think that could work, even though the doors are like not tall enough, but whatever. Maybe I'll stick 2 doors together or something. So I actually want to see if they have like maybe some sort of shelf that only goes like halfway across, because it'd be good to have extra space back there, but then be able to fit this in the front. And I definitely have more yarn somewhere. But yeah. Okay, so the room is almost done. I mean, check out this marvel, which is a mostly clean desk. I was playing The Sims. And here's my beautiful wall. I still have to add some drawer pulls, which I'm going to make. Actually, I thought those things should have been delivered by now. But, okay, who knows what happened to the pieces, but this is so much better. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but when I walked in the door, that bookshelf used to be right here, so I would like crash into it. So that is a lot better. And basically everything is put away except for these boxes of stuff I have to organize. That's a trash bag in the middle. And then this corner, which is like unfinished projects. And I think I'm just going to do a big vlog of like a week of me. Oh, someone is messaging me. Just a week of me finishing my unfinished projects, because that's a big problem for me. I don't know if the rest of you have the same problem, but I kind of just start a lot of things and then I get interested in something else and then I start something else and then I start something else and then I am just full of unfinished projects. And also I temporarily accidentally broke my closet doors. So those are the pieces which have to go back on. But I'm very happy with this. My poster fell down. I have to fix that. But I now have this light just hanging up here. And then my costumes are all now hanging up. And then I have like accessories stacked up here. So all of my clothes are in one space. And then here on this side, let's see if I can get it open without door pulls, which is super hard. Is basically, this is basically all of my fabric for projects I already know what they're going to be. And then, oops, that light can't be there. This side is like my fabric store for fabrics that I have but don't have a designated use yet. So now this whole wall is not anymore like half crafting, half electronics. It is entirely crafting. Then this ironing board, which rolls out, is here, so it can go in the middle. But then when I'm not using it, it can go on the side. And then all of my desk stuff and electronics are over on this side, which I think should be a lot better. Yeah, I don't have any room for my posters anymore, so that's just there. But I'm really happy with it. I might just get one more like shelf that's gonna go in the back, so that I can put more yarn stacked up to the top, because they have sort of shelves that don't go all the way to the front, and I think that would be good. Because I have some more yarns here and knitting stuff, and then these bins are like scraps of fabric that aren't small enough to be cabbage scraps. They could be still like used for something. So that's what all of those are, except this end is fabrics that are for like formal wear dresses that are not costumey dresses. And then this is my big pile of scraps. And I'm going to need to make a 18th century bum pad soon, so hopefully this will go down significantly. I will be really looking forward to that, because I really only want to have this bigger bag full of scraps. But yeah, let me see how much I can show you of this room. I hope you don't mind that I'm not really showing me on camera, because I kind of hate when I'm watching someone's like room DIY, but then all you can see is their head. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you like to see more of someone talking or you want to see their actual room. And I'm really happy with how this came out. I originally had kind of a not great idea where I was going to just like stick a bunch of furniture I found for free on Craigslist over there and then kind of put some other stuff in storage. And then my smart husband was like, why don't we actually just build something custom, and even if it costs a little more up front, if you don't have to pay for a storage unit, it will actually cost less in the long run. So I'm really glad that I listened to him, and this makes a lot more sense. Let me see if I could show you what's on the bottom row. These are my sewing machines. There's 2 of them. Gift wrapping / scrapbooking papery stuff. Printer. Do a little more. This is all tablet weaving, knitting, yarn associated stuff. This is my kind of random stuff that doesn't have a lot of categories, like trims. And then I have this, which I'm going to do a video on. I really want to try this out. It's called Magic Stitch, and I got it as a Christmas present. And I think it's going to be really, really cool. So we'll see. these are my costuming books, and then I have, those are actually buttons, but these are like my decorative boxes, and those are pins and such. Sorry, that was not straight at all. This is kind of my decorative background shelf, but it also has my big threads holder and some of the things I just like to show off. This is also tablet weaving I want to show off, and jewelry. This is not supposed to be here. And jewelry, and then I don't know where to put this. This is my grandmother's wedding album. She's probably going to go like off to the side when that pile of stuff isn't here. And this is threads, and that's a big box of stuff for plaster for me to make a mold of my foot so I can make shoes. And these are other sewing supplies like presser feet and needles. And then this is going to be a container to house stuff that's in these two boxes that I have to sort out. And then it also has over here my leather working supplies, and then over here is my metal clay working supplies. This is a shelf for stationery supplies and notebooks. And this is kind of art crafting supplies. And then these are kind of my fiction books, historical fiction and historical just autobiographies, like novels, not like costuming instructions. And yeah, I mean, this is all fabric on this side. And then up here is kind of like random, oh, I'll show you her. She's up here. My American Girl doll, and I want to try to see if I can make her little historical outfits. Like 14th century and stuff, or Viking. So yeah, that'll be coming up. That's my Demelza necklace. I'm going to be making a Demelza dress at some point because I love Poldark. And yeah, I don't have an audition wall anymore. If you don't know, I'm also an actress, not under the name Gabrielle Westwood, but I'm just going to decide I'm going to just hang a curtain up here because I just joined the union, so I'm probably going to have less auditions anyway. So yeah, there's a hole. My ceiling plaster is falling down. Whoa. And then, oh, this guy, my little buddy, he's hanging out, just taking a look out the window. So yeah. Oh, look who's here. Are you happy? Do you love the room now? I think so. I think he loves it. You do? Yeah. You like a big empty space. Yeah. Look at you. My camera's doing something funky. Okay. Oh, I must have just reached the end of whatever the limit is on this thing. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching this little sewing room tour. Maybe I should face it back towards me. Yeah, so thanks for watching my new sewing room tour. I am super happy about it. I hope this helps me. I know like some people like everything shut away and closed shelves, but I really like open shelves because if I cannot see what I have, I forget about it. And I had a lot of fabric also under my bed, which I don't have anymore. It is all in my either planned project side if it's planned, or shopping side if it's not. And I think that will help me to stop buying more fabric and hoarding it. So yeah, give a like, give a subscribe if you want to see more and you want to see more videos, and let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing a like not single project vlog, but one that's about UFOs and finishing them all, and I will make that video. And let me know in the comments down below your if you have difficulties with your sewing room or what solutions have worked for you, because I'd love to hear all about what you are all doing at home. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.